Well, after meeting with officials from Canada, the Holy Father will depart for his apostolic trip. Pope Francis is set to visit Malta on April 2nd and 3rd. The trip was postponed from the spring of 2020 because of the coronavirus pandemic. It will be the third time a pope has visited the Mediterranean island south of Italy. EWTN News Rome Correspondent Colm Flynn joins us now from Malta. Colm, good evening. Great to see you. Can you set the scene for us and the backdrop for this papal trip?
Good evening, Tracy, and yes, indeed I can. Hello from Valletta, the capital of Malta on the Mediterranean Sea. And this is a group of 3 islands close together that make up the nation of Malta. Very small population, around 500,000 people, and a very historic place. There have been people settled here from about 6,000 years before the birth of Christ. And you can see signs of that history around every corner. A very Catholic country too, around 90% of the population professing to be Catholic. And so, Tracy, this upcoming visit of Pope Francis is something that we have sensed from moving around the island. The local Maltese people are very excited about and really looking forward to. Now, the Pope was originally meant to come here back in 2020, but that was postponed, of course, due to COVID-19. And this will be Pope Francis's first papal trip of 2022. The last one he had cancelled at the last minute due to bad health. That was a scheduled trip to Florence in Italy. He will be here for 2 days, from Saturday, April the 2nd to Sunday, April the 3rd. And as is the norm on these trips, he will have a very packed schedule.
And Colm, can you tell us, give us an idea of what Pope Francis will be doing when he's there in Malta, and also, why he is visiting that small nation?
Well, according to the schedule that the Vatican released, he will be taking in 3 cities and visiting various sites that are important to Catholics here. For example, St. Paul's Grotto, where it is believed that St. Paul, one of the 12 apostles, in 60 AD stayed after he was shipwrecked while traveling with other sailors. Tradition says that he stayed there for around 3 months in a place that has now been turned into a grotto. He will also visit the Marian Shrine of Tapinu, which is a hugely significant spot for believers here, and where Mary is said to have spoken to a local woman in 1883. Now, Pope Francis will be the 3rd pontiff, Tracy, to visit Malta after St. John Paul II and Pope Benedict XVI. The first papal visit took place in 1990 when Pope John Paul II was given a rousing welcome. He visited again in 2001, and then in 2010, Pope Benedict XVI visited Malta, and this was at the height of the clerical sex abuse scandals, where he met with and asked for forgiveness from some of the survivors here.
And Colm, I understand that Pope Francis, that he's planning to meet with some in the migrant community while he's there. What more can you tell us about that?
That's right. Pope Francis, he is scheduled to meet with refugees while he's here at the St. John's Centre, and there he'll deliver a speech. He will talk to them and very much try and talk to the hearts of the Maltese people. It's one of the last appointments on his trip here. And there are approximately 9,000 to 10,000 refugees living here in the country. Most of them have been arriving and crossing the sea from North Africa. And actually, Tracy, the theme of this papal trip is they showed us unusual kindness. And really, one could say that Pope Francis, he will be here raising awareness of the plight of the migrants who have come here looking for refugee status. It's probably one of the main reasons for this Mediterranean visit to Malta. Tracy?
Colm, thank you so much. Colm Flynn, EWTN News Rome Correspondent. Thank you again.
Thank you, Tracy.